said he would change. Said he listened to the mentors, pray more, stay more. Said he'd show up, be present, be selfless, be a better husband, better father, relentless. We trusted the man he said he'd be. Trusted he'd lead with integrity. But every vow was a setup, every word was a trap. Bible says forgive him 77 times 7. We did that, one mishap, one scratch, one noise, one sigh. He'd snap like a rubber band wound, too tight. Back to default, rage on replay, like he never even changed for a day. We kept believing, he kept deceiving, and every promise was just bait and bleeding. It was a trap, yeah, for me, for mom, for my wife, for the family he cracked. He knew our hearts and he weaponized that, made promises, never followed through. Said he'd leave, said he'd love, all untrue. He thought he owned us, kept us confined, but he was wrong. This is the end of the line. Said he'd be there, said he'd be the dad I needed. Fed us empty lines till our hope depleted. Mom, her sermons from his lips, but never from his life. Let's pray together, let's read together this night. One day later, it's ashes, silence, and ice. Promises vanished like they never existed. Whole man twisted, a man of words, but actions inconsistent. He kept mom dependent, kept score of a breath. Used provision as a leash, used fear as a net. He faked an apology just to buy his way back in. And snapped the second we breathed wrong. Food for the table, roof overhead. He'd weaponize both like he wished we were dead. Treated strangers like royalty, treated us like ghosts. Only we knew the truth, he never posed. People praised him while we stood in the dark, bearing bruises that never left marks. He thought our silence meant submission, but we were gathering ammunition. It was a trap, yeah, for me, for mom, for my wife, for the faith he hijacked. We clawed through the lies and the pits he stacked. He thought he owned us, thought he controlled our minds, but he was wrong. This is the end of the line. This is the end of the line. You thought you trapped us forever. Thought we were your property, your prized possessions. You calculated our fear, you counted on our dependence. You measured out our suffering like dosage, but you forgot something. You forgot God hears the cries you ignore. You forgot captivity has an expiration date, and you forgot I already broke out. And mom, she's right behind me. It was a trap, but we cut every line, every chain, every lie. You tried to build a cage out of promises, but cages crumble when truth arrives. God is with her, God is with me, and we're done living small just to keep you pleased. You lost the power you claimed was divine. This is the end of your reign, the end of your grave, the end of the line. You thought we'd never be free, but you were wrong. God is with us. The trap has been torn down.